Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Chaotic Podcast with your favorite host TNC. Today's discussion is all about long distance relationship, whether you're married or you're just dating. So let's jump right into it. Now, first take is, how do you feel about long distance relationship? Do you feel can it work?
Yeah, I think long distance relationship can work. It depends on the individuals and their kind of dynamic they have.
Okay.
So, as far as you put in much work, you are committed to the relationship, you keep in touch with each other. Devotion, that's what I would say. If you are devoted to each other, then it can work, but it's
Okay.
quite hard, but
Yeah.
it will.
Well, okay. Well, for me, it doesn't work no matter how hard you try because it's just too much. You get what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to relationships, like, the physical is very important. Like, long distance relationships remove the physical part. No relationship can survive without the physical part, the touch, the feeling, and all. Long distance relationship feels like audio. You get what, like, you get tired because you want to go out with your partner, you want to sleep in the same bed, you want to make love, you want to eat together,
Okay.
rub on each other, you want to laugh with each other, you get what I'm saying, be in each other's space. You can't do all these things when you're only talking on the phone or video call. It's not possible.
And what if circumstances warrant that?
Yeah.
You just have to make use of what you have.
Yeah, I understand.
So it doesn't mean that it won't work. It's just that the two people in a relationship should make sure that they get out of that situation.
No, I get what you're saying because personally, I can never do long distance relationship. I go just the fool myself. Don't get me started on the abstinence from X. Because most people should know it's not possible. Okay. How can you as an adult not have X for like a year plus, all in the name of my partner is abroad? But it not be firewood. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I truly love someone and she is far apart for whatever reason, maybe for school or work, I can withstand, but I go ease my stress with someone else for the time being. Because in long distance relationship, that there's that compulsory urge to always message your partner every morning. It turns into a duty whether you want to or not. Normally it's romantic when you message your partner like good morning text, but in long distance relationship it becomes a compulsory job. If you don't do it, then there is a problem. Me, we're not able to sabi quick wake up, or I'm not even phone person. Now you must always be on your phone messaging your partner.
It takes devotion, it takes discipline. If you really love the person, you try and keep up. That's just it. Except you don't like the person. That's when you say that, it's work.
But like, it's just too much work. Like, I've never been in a long distance relationship. Highest I've done is like 2 months that I can easily manage. Listen, for me, if you're in a long distance relationship, you're single. That's how I feel it. Your partner is single too. You guys are just playing along until the right partner comes.
Okay, let me give
you can actually see and feel.
Let me give you an instance. What if you guys are dating and the next thing, something happened, maybe work called abroad, and you're like, oh, okay, babe, and you guys have been dating for like so long, maybe 2 years or a year, and you're like, oh, babe, this is what happened. You really love this girl, the girl really loves you, and the next thing you relocated, and you can't bring the girl over until after, let's say, 4 months or 5 months or 6 months. So does it mean that you are going to end the relationship due to the fact that you have other responsibilities that you need to travel?
No, you're not going to end the relationship, but like you said, it's planning. You plan for the long run, but there has to be like a time. We'll get to that point. There has to be like a time stamp where, okay, if we don't reach that place, we go call it quits.
No, definitely, yes.
Because this thing is like, it's like, for me, when it's long distance, you're just playing along until another partner comes that you can actually see and feel. You don't want to let go based on say how they communicate. But the moment someone else that is close by enters the picture, that long distance just die immediately. Now, true story, my guy Bala, he relocated to the UK like 6 years ago. It was a struggle. He got one rich babe over there. They are from the same African country. Her dad is wealthy in Africa. The girl's dad and Chloe. Bala and Chloe got really close over the years. They were inseparable. He proposed to her. They got engaged. But UK was tough, and her dad wanted her to come back to like Africa, to come run the family business. She's the only child. But my guy Bala, he never achieved anything for the UK. He still wants to hustle, not yet for him to like go back home. Going back home feels like falling hand. You get what I'm saying? So you left, like, he doesn't want to feel like he left with nothing and came back with nothing. He was telling me how would Chloe's dad, and the family reason him if he can't allow Chloe be the provider. You get what I'm saying? Then he told her, look, listen, let us try this long distance for like a year. I will hustle. He will hustle for maybe for like a year. He can't tell her not to go back home to help her career and her family business. So they agreed. She went back home. My guy see the UK, they grind. He was constantly calling. Whenever I call him, his number is always busy. If he calls back, he will be like, was in a call with Chloe. After like 6 months, he started complaining that his fiance was getting tired, that she misses him, wants him to like come back to Africa. And our parents are already asking questions. When are we going to meet your fiance? How can he leave you and come back alone? We don't, and it's like we don't talk like we used to. But my guy never won't come back. You get what I'm saying? You know how many matter they be. They were still in the relationship, talking most of the time. But Chloe started going out after work. She posts online. Balago like the post. He go call and ask, how far? Where are you? She will be like, I'm out with work friends. I miss you too much. I need to go out after work to keep my mind busy.
Yeah.
You understand? But unfortunately, she started dating one of our colleagues from work. My guy, they've literally called off the engagement as me and you they talk. So it couldn't work because why? My guy Bala wasn't ready to like go back, and the girl can't wait. Listen, the long distance is like, it's hectic. It's not even possible, honestly. Anyway, next take is trust issues in long distance relationship. There is a lot of trust issues in long distance relationship because you're not seeing your partner. You have no idea where they are and what they are doing. How do you think about because there is so much trust issues in long distance relationship?
It's normal for you to have trust issues, especially when the dynamic change. Your favorite routine, your ritual hours, and the next thing it stops and everything is on hold. So for some reason you start thinking about it. Oh, what's this guy doing? Is he cheating on me? Or sometimes when he even calls, it will sound off. No, calling, like you said, calling is not enough actually. Physical, as the out of sight is an out of mind, like the way they say it. So I just feel it takes a lot. You have to be strong-hearted for you to be in a long distance relationship.
Because the only time you are sure about your partner is when you're on a video call with them, not even on a voice call, because someone can be in another partner's house and still call you on the phone. Emotional cheating is like, it's also real, like physical cheating. Or maybe you call your partner, you see number busy. Your first question when they finally answer is, who are you talking to? For you, it's better to say your mom or your family member, because the moment you say a friend, situation don't they arise. The next follow-up question will be like, which friend? We hardly talk. You couldn't hang up the call to talk to me. The worst one is when you call several times, no answer. It'd be like, I've been calling you all day. Where were you? What were you doing? You're always on the edge in a long distance relationship. It's like a ticking time bomb. You're not sure because, listen, long distance isn't possible because your partner might be only, got another partner available in the same country. Go to that person to release. Now you're calling. They obviously won't answer your call. They might give you flimsy excuses why they were unavailable. Or maybe I had to rush to the store. I forgot my phone. You can never trust your partner in a long distance relationship because you yourself as a dude, you are doing wonders with other girls. Do you expect your girlfriend or your wife not to do the same with other guys? You think she will abstain because she's a woman, and you yourself, you can't, Listen, we have the same urge. Listen, for me, I feel
is discipline yourself. And I would say that long distance long distance this thing shouldn't be a relationship. To me, it should just be like, okay, you guys getting to know each other, get to know the person, be friends with the person. Don't put your mind into it. Put your mind into it, but don't be emotionally invested into it. Just try, but it's not for couples. I would say it's not for couples, but I don't know. It takes the grace of God.
I tell you, for me, I feel for a long distance relationship to work, it has to be an open relationship, like you said, whereby you are both allowed to play with other people. Just play, no feelings attached because you love each other. You intend to be together in the future. Listen, that is fine by me because listen, you can have sex with other people until you guys are back together. And always tell me you did, or don't tell me at all, Seth. You know that
no,
but you know go still work anyway.
It doesn't work like that. Please, long distance relationship should has an expiring date, like you said. It should have an expiring date. But if you're in that relationship, be in that relationship. If you said okay, you can't move on after 1 month, things are like this. Please call it a quit.
And they tell you,
call it a quit. More not they deceive each other. They see other people saying that open relationship.
Tell you because nobody wants to share their partner with another person.
No.
We're all selfish. And in the long run, that partner will fall for whoever they're having sex with. Your guard will always be up in a long distance relationship. Whether you're always doubting and hoping your partner still loves you and not cheating. And this brings us to our next take. Is it easier to cheat in a long distance relationship?
Very, very easy. The only string pulling you guys together is the communication, phone calls, regular routine. And you can just say, babes, sorry I didn't pick your call. I was in a meeting, or I was with my family. I went to my family house for vacation, so I couldn't call you. You can just say that, and you are with another person cheating. God, it's not like
in fact, like I said earlier, being in a long distance relationship means you're single, because you do everything alone. You eat alone, you sleep alone. You only talk with your partner a few times in a day, and you easily run out of stuff to talk about. You can easily be in another person's house and call your partner. You'll be like, please quiet, my boyfriend or girlfriend is calling me, my wife is calling me, don't make a sound. Listen, I've been with a girl, she was like, please, my boyfriend is calling me, don't say anything. I just smile, what it concern me. The moment you don't know the whereabouts of your partner, then cheating becomes easier. Even in a relationship, you are both staying in the same house, couples still cheat. Now call long distance, whereby there is no way you can catch your partner unless they want you to know, or they lose guard. Any long distance relationship is based on faith and trust. It can easily be broken. And my gender, we feel supreme. We feel like the world revolves around us. Every other gender must worship us. A man can be in a long distance relationship with a woman, and the dude cheats every time, but he expects his wife or his girlfriend to stay faithful for years. Crazy. That my guy Bala, before he left for the UK, he had a serious girlfriend over here. They love each other. The day he traveled, she went to the airport with him. She cried she cried so much. Months after he left, they were constantly talking. After like a year, the talk slowed down normally. Bala don't get other babes for UK normally. He calls to tell me about his new girlfriend over there. I was like, how about Melissa over here? He was like, nah, she's still my girl. We'll still talk. She will never betray me. For my mind, I say, see this one. They fool yourself. You better let the girl go. You have no plans. Understand? You have no plans of coming back. You got girlfriends over there. Why are you calling her? Why are you feeding her false hope? Wanting her to stay loyal and committed to you. Meanwhile, you are out there, you're over there having affairs with other girls. It's unfair to her. I was like telling her, break up with her, tell her to find love and happiness wherever she is. He was like, no, he is set keeper. He's keeping her for whenever he visits, maybe 2-3 years from now. I told him it doesn't make any sense. And that's how my gender is. Well, now the girl I blame, because if I was a lady, I go savage die. Like the moment you leave without me, with no intention of coming back, I don't move. Like I don't leave you like no time. Listen, long distance relationship doesn't make sense. People doing it are just surviving and suffering. That's if anyone is actually faithful in it though. Now, next take is, how often should couples visit each other in a long distance relationship?
Like I said, it depends on your dynamics. If you feel that, you are the type that is clingy, you like your partner around you all the time, then okay, visit each other all the time. There's some people that love their space. They don't want people coming around or snooping around all the time. Even though you are the girlfriend, please give me my own space. So it depends on your dynamic. You can do whatever works for your relationship.
As often as you can, you can visit your partner as often as you can to build that physical connection, because it is important. The thing is, people in long distance relationship don't have the financial power or time to travel regularly. You get what I'm saying? You want to travel, go abroad every 2 months, go meet your partner. If you have that money, you would rather relocate with your partner than the long distance thing. But people, they run them though. People, they constantly go visit their partners abroad for like a week or two, then come back home. Maybe because they got a good job, they can't, and they can't neglect it. Or if their partner is schooling or doing something productive in another country. Listen, when it comes to long distance relationship, sacrifices must be made. I don't see why you can't regularly visit your partner if you are within the country or on a day different states, because some people visit their partner like every weekend. They fly plane or drive the distance. But it's dangerous.
Sometimes it's risky.
It's dangerous.
It's risky.
Because constantly traveling long distance regularly,
to see somebody.
You get what I'm saying? Chances of fatigue and accident is high. One of my teacher back then, he travels every Friday, 6 hours drive to another state to be with his family. Then he drives back on Sunday every week. So he usually leaves around 1:30 in the afternoon. It's crazy. I'm not fit. Understand?
Stressful.
I don't like driving long distance. Then to drive 6 hours to and fro, that sacrifice is just too much. And in the space of 3 days,
it doesn't work. it doesn't work. Like if you meet a girl in Jigawa and you are in Duse or in other state that is very far, it doesn't work. It won't work. Don't think that it will work. Long distance will not work.
I will be miserable. Like the long distance
except
thing,
you are willing to relocate.
That one safe. The long distance thing is partly due to work. Maybe one partner was posted or have a job somewhere else.
Okay.
Meanwhile, he has a house in another city where the family stays with the kids and all. That is understandable. But sometimes long distance relationship can't be avoided. Like I said earlier, sacrifices must be made. And that's how it is. Next take is, can a relationship or love survive like different time zone?
Why not? It can. To me, it can. What I'm saying, that it has to do with sacrifice, commitment, and make sure that you are devoted to your partner. We already know that, okay, this is how it is. I'm traveling to a place whereby it will be night when it's morning in your own side. So this is how we are going to communicate. It has to do with planning. It has to do with planning. Like I said, circumstances can come up. Anything can happen.
Listen,
so you can see greener pasture somewhere. So you mean say you won't tie down to this relationship?
No, you don't go tie down, but
just try and make it work. It's possible.
See,
you can call it quits when you know that say they work again, but at least give it a try.
This different time zone is extremely hard. It's long distance 2.0. You get what I'm saying? Normal long distance, if you are in the same country, or even if you are abroad but in similar time zone, if they're day morning, you day like 2-3 hours ahead, but it's still morning. If I day evening, you might be in early night. That way we can easily wake up in a similar time, go to sleep in similar time. Like if you're in Africa, your partner day Europe or even America, it's reasonable. It's possible for the relationship to survive because you might wake up in a slightly similar time. Okay. You talk, you go to work or school, you come back home in similar time. You have that chance to call each other. Now whether phone call or video call. But imagine say you day Australia, your partner day Africa.
No, that one
the
is
time difference.
That one our continent.
The time difference be like 12 to 24 hours. Listen, you day morning, your partner day midnight.
No, that one will not work actually.
You don't understand.
It won't work.
You get what I'm saying? You day daytime.
That means you have to starve yourself of sleep.
I say you day daytime, then day night. Sun day here, moon day there. If you are awake and active, they are sleeping. It's not possible. Don't even go there.
Work.
You try to do everything to stay awake just to talk with your partner. They tell you see people dozing off on video calls with their partners. Oh, sorry, I can't stay up any longer.
People they run now.
Either they run about that shit.
They run now.
They run about that shit is hard. Listen, the moment your partner is traveling to a whole new time zone or continent, kiss that relationship goodbye, unless it's for like a week or two and they're coming back. But if that's not the case, it's not possible to keep up.
There are some people that met in dating apps. That met all these Oyibo in dating app that are in another time zone. See, babes, they run.
I say you go run and you go tired. I'll tell you, see, you can't talk on the phone. Your partner go day work, you go day sleep. If your partner close from work, ready to talk with you, you will be sleeping. They get frustrated.
You will not sleep. Now they tell a hustle with this. You not go sleep. You go talk to the person.
I say you go tired. See, true story. Stella, she traveled to Australia for master's degree. She gets serious boyfriend for Africa. They try to communicate, but after like 3 months, Shedra calls Stella regularly, but she doesn't respond. Whenever she returns the call, she's like, whenever she returns the call, Shedrak not there online. She replies this message: "Honey, I was in class, I was busy. I miss talking to you. Hope to talk to you tomorrow." Sometimes Shedrak tries to like stay up late, past 1 a.m. in the night, like after midnight. But Stella is unavailable. Now only on Saturday when no school and work. They both like usually stay up late and talk super early. Shedrak was like, "Babe, I understand the time zone is affecting us, but we have to try, communicate." Stella responded, "I know, I'm sorry. This time difference is crazy. We juggling school and work. I can't seem to like stay awake when I get home, but I will do better." But at the end, it wasn't possible. They tried so hard to like keep up with the calls and all, but the time difference is insane. They decided to stop trying too hard because it was affecting both of them. One time, Shedrak stayed awake too long, didn't wake up early for work the next day. The boss queried him. He had to lie, "Oh, my car broke down. It won't happen again." You get what I'm saying? And they warned him. Another time, Stella herself tried after school to like stay up late. She missed an important class. Whenever she has exams, she doesn't bother to call at all because they both understood the sacrifices though. The calling and texting regressed. It became lesser each passing day. Only talked well. They only talk well on Saturdays. Only if Stella isn't working on Sunday. or on Saturday. So one Saturday they were on a call. Shedrack was like, okay, you're almost done with your masters. It's almost a year now. What's the plan? When are you coming back? I've missed you a lot. My job is nice over here. I have good pay too. You know our plans
Come
to
back.
settle. Wait now, you know our plans to settle down. I want you to come back. Stella started mumbling.
I will do that too. Come back.
There's so much. Stella was like, there's so much opportunity over here.
Yeah,
the lifestyle,
definitely.
everything is just too easy.
Yeah.
I would love to come back after my final exams though, but I do not know. I'm trying to see if I can extend my stay. You know, Shedrack responded, I know, listen, I know the quality of life is better over there,
Yeah.
but we're partners, you know, let's plan it together. I don't mind if you want to stay there. Maybe we can figure out a way for me to come join you over there.
Exactly.
Start a new life
Yeah.
and family together. Stella was like, okay, it's going to be hard for me to like bring a partner because of the type of visa I'm on right
Okay.
now. And we're not married safe. So let me just try to figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Let me figure out how I can renew my visa and stay for now. We will figure out the rest later. Fine. Meanwhile, unknowing to like Shedrack, Stella have already met an older man in his early 40s over there. They've been dating for like 7 months. They've been planning to like get married. You know, the relationship is serious, and Stella knows it's a reasonable chance for her of extending her stay.
Yeah,
You know, she
yeah.
didn't tell Shedrack. After a while, she stopped answering Shedrack's call, only replied through text, response to his message. She will be like, hey Shedi, I'm busy.
Oh,
I will
Shedi,
respond
you
later.
shed tears.
You know, understand? Shedrack will respond, but we haven't spoken for like a week. I miss you. You know, deep down in his mind, he knows something is wrong,
Yeah.
because now babe or Stella, they call
Yeah,
him
the
before,
routine don't
but lately,
change.
nah, she's calling him
The
by his
ritual
name.
don't change.
And whenever he calls, she doesn't answer. Stella tells her new partner, listen, whenever he calls, like Stella go tell her new partner, it's my ex in Africa calling me. He keeps disturbing me. She had to even block his number because the new Australian partner was getting like annoyed by the constant calls, because her phone usually rings midnight, you know, when Shedrack did daytime. So Shedrack stopped calling because the call always goes to voicemail. He messaged her on Insta, WhatsApp, Snapchat. Now only Snapchat message they go. So she usually take time to reply Shedrack. After like 3 weeks, she sent him a long message. Listen, Shedi, I can't continue this relationship anymore.
Shedi.
The distance is just too long. I have no intention of coming back. You have to move on. I'm trying to figure out my life over here. I've always loved you. You know, you've done a lot for me. You're my soulmate, but I guess sometimes we're not allowed to be with our soulmates. You get what I'm saying? I've been stressed this past few weeks trying to get a permanent stay here. It's very hard, and I'm working a lot too. I want you to be happy. Goodbye. Immediately she sent the message, she blocked him. Shedrack head just scatter. But he saw it coming though.
Yeah.
You know what he could do? So he went to search for Stella's sister's Facebook account through their family name. Then he saw posts related to Stella. Happy married life, my beautiful sister. Wish I was there to celebrate and take care of our Weibo husband, with smiling emoji. Shedrack saw the picture of his own Stella and her new husband. This was posted like a month ago. Small tears drop over my guy.
Oh, Shedi.
But what to do? You get what I'm saying? Life go move on. Listen, long distance relationship in different time zone. Enough work, because
God.
everybody get their own plan. Don't get shit twisted, you know. Anyways, next take. Can you relocate for love?
It depends actually.
Yeah.
It depends. If the place I'm relocating to has better opportunity and a sophisticated area, definitely why not? I will relocate. But say the person they stay for Jigawa, no shade to Jigawa people. I can't.
Love it.
I can't. No vex.
Love it. You understand?
Yeah.
Well, if you truly love your partner and if money there, why not? But it's hard because of financial constraints, and some partners don't want you to relocate with them. You know, especially my people, my men. Them. You get what I'm saying? They would rather keep you in another place. They will keep. You know, they will keep sending you money, taking care of you. But the moment you mention, babe, don't you think it's time for me to relocate and join you there? They will bring up crazy excuses why it's not possible. It will be stressful. I'm struggling over here already. The bills will be too much. I'm not going to stay here forever. I just want to hustle for some years, save up money and come back home. There is no place like home. My sister, 10 years go past, no place like home would relocate back home. You know, yes, they might come and visit you once or twice in a year or two. You know, whenever they come back, they will make you feel special, make you feel they love you. You'll be like, oh, my baby is back. They will shower you with blessings, keep your mind at ease. Then they go back. You go wait another 2 years again to see them.
It's on work.
For the game. Matter, you true story. My cousin Precious, she's been dating one guy, Frank. he traveled to Iceland for school. Then they started to work. He started to work after school. After like 6 years, he came back to marry Precious. For my mind, okay, since they're married, he will take her to Iceland with him. Adi. Immediately after the marriage, I did like a week vacation in town. He traveled back to Iceland. Precious got pregnant, gave birth. She stays with Frank's mom in their house. She even drives his car. He visits her once every 2 years. One of Frank friend and my guy, he tell me say Frank has no intention of relocating his wife, Precious and the kid to Iceland with him. He was like, he likes being single over there, having affairs with different ladies. Whenever he talks to this my guy talks to Frank, he sends him vids of white girls he's having affairs with. Frank even said Precious will stress and limit him if she comes over, over
limit
there.
Him.
And they tell you, and the cold weather will be too much for herself. It will be too much for her if she like moves to Iceland with him. My guy even asked Frank, do you think your wife Precious will cheat on you over here? She won't have ex for like 2-3 years. It was like no, that's why she stays with my mom. My mom will always watch over her. For me, that's super selfish, you're trying to tie someone down like that. Things I not blame Frank. Now Precious I blame.
Yeah, so some girls they do.
You won't settle for less. You don't know any better. Some girls will brag to their friends, oh, my boyfriend or my husband is working abroad. Your friends will be like, oh, that's so nice. Listen, who truly loves you will have no second thought to bring you over.
Yeah.
Will locate you. So you can, live happily ever after.
Precious they do.
I they tell you, for your long distance relationship to work, you have to relocate with your partner in the long run.
Yeah.
Unless they got plans of coming back, because some people do have plans of coming back. But if they are going 2, 3, 5 years without plans to come back, and you've not asked them about trying to join them, my brother and sister, now only you did that relationship because they obviously have a partner over there who not like better.
Well, is she not suspicious that okay, why is this guy doing it for one good year? No making love. Nothing. How is he doing it?
Ladies, the reason is smarter.
I don't know.
Because
like,
they
she
send
should know. She knows.
They drive motor for you now. They send her money for you now. I know that.
Which kind of motor be that one?
I tell you, just do content. You say they stay there. Mama they watch you so that you know go to go.
It can never be me.
It's crazy, to be honest. It is crazy. Like.